We're gonna start right away. I'm recording now, so like later I'll post a more condensed? Is that a word?
Condensed?
Condensed version of
this
story time, which is a freaking ride, my dudes. A special guest, my beautiful, talented, hilarious roommate, Mia Yeager.
I spilled boiling hot tea on my knee.
Are you okay?
Because we're about to spill tea, so I spilled tea.
Don't spill it on me.
Whoa. Anyways, would you like to...
We're gonna get started. So we're gonna start out. This video is about the story of my very first date, like ever in my entire life. Happened to be in Japan while I was studying abroad this past 2019 fall semester. So things were bopping, going well, and there's this Halloween party at my language school, JCMU. So we were setting up for that. Me and my friend were like, of course, excited for like the college students that were gonna be coming. At the end, there was like a kids party and then like an adult party. So like we did games and stuff for the kids, and afterwards it was like fun young people kids time. That made no sense. And I was like, oh, you know, there probably won't be anyone here that like I'll vibe with, but there actually did end up being a mezczyzna. That means
mezczyzna.
Man in Polish.
Yeah.
He was a boy. What is that?
Chłopcy.
Chłopcy. Otoko. Boy. Not gonna say his name. We're gonna make up a name from this anime. What was it called? Orange?
Yeah.
Kakeru. I'm gonna call him Kakeru because...
Kakeru.
Kakeru. Kakeru. Anyway.
Sounds like a rooster.
It does. So, there were like... You can actually see what everything looked like. Yeah, I'll put one of those little shoop things to connect to the Halloween party video. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but this lad is in that video. It was since it was a Halloween party, people were like, I was wearing a costume. I was Shizuku Tsukishima from Whisper of the Heart, and he just put on devil horns. He was wearing devil horns. Okay, I should have realized that this was gonna be a ride into hell.
Into heck?
Yeah, my bad. We don't cuss on this channel. Not on my Christian YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He had a friend, too. He was wearing dog ears. Kakeru and Doggy Boy. And me and my friend, Brittany, who was wearing the witch outfit, and she went to our college, but she's gone now. This is really painful for me to have to remember all this. So, the exchange students, like the Americans and then like the Japanese college students, were kind of like segregating each other, which was really weird. We were just like all the American kids were on one side of the room, the Japanese kids were on one side of the room. They were like, I don't really know what to do, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be the first person to like go over and make friends or try. So I just kind of like walk over and like start smiling at people like, hi. A few people started talking to me, and then I see like Kakeru and his friend come over and like look at me, and like I look at them. I'm like, hi. And then we just like hit it off right away. We start talking, and like in Japanese, of course. Like me, my friend Brittany, and then the two boys. I mean, we hit it off like so well, and he was like really nice. They were both really super nice, and we talked for probably like 30 minutes straight, standing like in the middle of the room, just like vibing. We were vibing, you know? And then we basically like spend the whole night together, like talking and like eating the food again, like to get the vibe, like see the video. Did you see that video?
Probably, but I just don't remember. I probably watched it, and then it was a couple months ago, and I was like, yeah.
Cool. You will definitely see him towards the end of the video, because of course you'll be curious to what he looks like.
Exposed.
Okay. Fast forward to the end of the night. We exchanged Line, which is like the texting app. And I was like, crushing hard, like falling for this boy for no reason, because I do that. That's just me. And I didn't want to be the one to text him first, so I was like, I waited and waited and waited. And I was like really working myself up. And then he finally like did text me, and I was like, oh my gosh, a boy actually is interested.
Wait, how long did it take? Like, are we talking a couple hours or a couple days?
A couple hours. It was like the same night. And
No.
we ended up setting a date. He was going to eat lunch with me at his college, like in the dining hall, and I was like, oh cool, like I've been there before, the food's nice. And he's like, oh, if you've already been there, let's go somewhere else. And I'd mentioned my favorite restaurant in that area called Babyface Planets. It's actually like really good. I went there so many times. But he was like, oh, so you said that's your favorite restaurant, right? Let's go there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yay, oh my gosh, cool. So what ends up happening is I get sick the day before my date. Like, so, like, and you know when you have like a fever and you're like dizzy and stuff, and you just like are not vibing with life. I had to like skip class to like sleep the whole day before my date. So I was like, this is my first date ever with a cute boy, cute boy,
cute
whoopsie, yeah, like I wanted to be in prime working condition for this date, and I ended up having to bike there. I biked like 30 minutes to this place. I looked super cute. Man, I was looking so good. I was still sick, and I was like wearing a mask and stuff, and like I was just the whole time I was like, I'm not canceling. Like, there's no way. And so I get there. He's like a little bit late, which is like fine, but it doesn't matter. Long story short, I thought we were vibing on the date. Like, it went well. We talked about like so many different things. And, you know, he was giving me looks, like smiling. I don't know if, like, people are just being nice to me, if they actually like me, whatever. It went, like, really well, and he biked, we rode back together. He biked me, all the way back to my school.
Ooh.
And I thought it was kind of, you know, cute and romantic and stuff. And, like, every time we stopped at a stoplight, he would just, like, look at me. And then one time I looked over at him, and I was like, what? Like, what are you looking at? And he was like, oh, I don't know what you're thinking about. And I was like, ah! And at the time, I was dead ass thinking about dishes. I had a lot of dishes in the sink, but since I was sick, I, like, couldn't do them. And I was like, I'm thinking about all the dishes I have to do in the sink. And he was like, oh, you're so funny. And then another time while we were biking, like the same time, obviously, the same night, he, you know, looks over at me again, and I'm like, boy, what are you looking at me for? And he's like, I want to hear you sing. And I'm like, sir!
Okay.
And we had mentioned, like, going out to karaoke sometime together, so I was like, oh, just, like, wait for karaoke, we can sing karaoke. He was like, okay, yeah. And, so we get back to, like, the school, and, you know, he, like, drops me off.
Nice.
Since I had, like, a mask on, I don't know if he was gonna, like, thinking of giving me a smooch.
Ooh.
But he was probably like, she's sick. Ew.
I don't want to get that.
I don't want to get some
American illness.
Disease.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the day went well, and I was like, oh my god, yeah. And I was, like, still sick for, like, the rest of the week, and he plays guitar, whatever, you know, band boy.
Ooh.
Band boy.
Wait, what kind of guitar though?
Electric. Yeah, there are all these red flags.
You went on a tour of the factory where they make the red flags.
I absolutely. So he was performing with his band at like this culture festival, at his school, at his college. You guys have probably seen, like, the animes with, like, the culture festivals. It was exactly like that.
I do remember you messaged me about that. while I was at work, which made... It was like 7 in the morning, and I was like, this is a welcome respite from taking out garbage.
Yeah. Some boy tea.
Some tea about men.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Not men.
Well, yeah, he's a boy. He's not a man. Absolutely not. I think he was only like a few years older than me. He was in his 20s, I'm pretty sure. I was 19 at the time. Now I'm 20. Yee. Anyway. Culture festival. I texted him and I was like, oh. We talked about it on the date already. I was like, oh, I want to try and come. And I went, even though I was still sick, like, give me an award or something. Like, I'm not even, like, this dude's girlfriend yet, and I'm still, like, supporting him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I go, and with my friends and stuff, and we finally find the stage after, like, 30 minutes of looking. And I get up to the stage, and he sees me, and he looks kind of happy. He's playing his guitar, and he sees me, and he's like, ooh, no, yeah, bum. Yeah, shout out to Caleb City for A+ Vines. That was, yeah.
Rip Vine, but you know.
Yeah.
You got TikTok.
So yeah, he definitely saw me and was definitely happy that I was there. And I was expecting him to, like, come up to me after he performed and say, hey, Sonia, thank you for coming and supporting Misa. Whoop whoop. But he didn't. We just were kind of, like, looking at each other awkwardly. And me in the past experience with boys, I mistakenly, like, made pretty much all the first moves and was, like, going up to them and talking, like, trying to text them and, like, stuff like that. I was like, no, not this time, no more.
Not this time.
I am the prize to be won. The man is the hunter, and nope. I am the prey.
Not this time. Nope.
Nope.
Not a chance.
That's an urban legend. That never happened.
This one was invented by a writer.
Yeah, so I wanted him to initiate things, and he didn't. He was just, like, kind of... He didn't talk to me. And I was so mad, and it was kind of dumb that I got so mad because, I don't know. But not really. I had a right to be mad, I think.
If you got invited, I would think.
Yeah. Later
somebody
he did
would go, hey, what's good?
Yeah. But I was just, like, venting to my friends the whole time. Like, I can't believe you wouldn't, like, say anything. Like, you took me on a date.
Done this.
I can't believe you've done this. Exactly. Later that day, he did text me to thank me for coming to his performance. And I was like, yeah, sure, like, you did great. I'm glad I could come. And then I proceeded to invite him to group karaoke with my friends, because we had already been, like, talking about that and stuff. And I'm like, oh, you can bring one of your friends, too, and, like, it could be this, like, fun thing. And he said, sorry, I am busy this November. And that's the last thing he said to me. I was like, it was like the first or second week of November, and I'm like,
sir?
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's, Japanese boy for, I never want to see you ever again. So, yeah, that happened, and I was like, I know exactly what this means, and I don't know why. I thought we had, like, a thing, you know?
I thought we were a North and a South Pole magnet. I guess we're just North and North.
Yeah, like Kanye's West's son.
Daughter.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, and I just sent back, like, a little pancake that said, okay, and then we never contacted each other again. And I was like, wow. The only good thing to come out of that was I got over mostly, like, the other boy I was, like, hung up on. So I realized, like, oh, other boys are attracted to me. Other boys, you know, even though this guy was a story's not over
clown.
Yet. Yeah, a clown. Hong Kong. Anyway. So my language school has events where they invite, like, the college students, like, speaking sessions or the Halloween party, there was a Thanksgiving party where they would invite like the college students into like our dorms, like pair off or like group off and cook a specific thing for this buffet. And I was like, oh, there's no way like he would come after like what he did to me, you know, after he ghosted me, after he basically said, hey, I don't want to see you ever again and I'm not going to give you a reason why. Even though all I did was invite him out to group karaoke, which is a thing. That's what friends do. So I was like vibing with my friends and like having fun cooking at this Thanksgiving party. And guess who shows up?
Is it Kakeru?
Kakeru shows his freaking face with his friend. And backtrack a little bit, I saw, like 99% sure I saw this friend at a Daiso, which is a Japanese dollar store. And he gave me the most sinister, dirty look ever. And I was like, did I just see that? I was like still sick at this point. I'm like, something's like glitched in the Matrix. I'm gonna get out of here real quick. Bye.
See you later.
Yeah. And then they both have the nerve to show up at, you know, this party where I am. I mean, they can do what they want, but
you know,
it's still kind of awkward.
It's her.
It's me. Like, when you know 100% that the girl that you ghosted / dropped, whatever, is gonna be there, and you still go, like, huh? And of course he ignored me the whole time, but he was, like, kind of like, yeah, no, but...
Oh, wow. It's a big oof.
And I was, like, upset about that, 'cause, like, you know, he didn't make an effort to talk to me. It was just like, yo, my name's not Monopoly. Don't play me, okay?
You got played like an upright clarinet. Don't even correct me. I said what I said.
And I'm still not over because these two young lads gave me and my friend the impression that they were both single, right? Because they were like hardcore, like flirting with us and like woohoo, invited Misa on a date, right? I see the other friend, you know, with the doggy boy at the grocery store with a girl, and they were like linking arms, and he sees me and he gives me another dirty look, and I'm like, oh, he has a girl new friendo. That's very interesting. You know who I bet also has one? Kakeru! Kakeru probably had a girlfriend at the time he asked me out, which makes sense as to why he ghosted me for no reason, and why he didn't talk to me at his college, because, you know, his friends were there, like, maybe his girlfriend was there, and he couldn't have, like, go up to me or have me like, oh my god, hey, what's up? Because then they'd be like, oh, who's that?
His girlfriend is just, like, standing in the background going, hi!
Yeah, this is all alleged, but it makes sense.
I mean,
if we had a good time on the date, you know, and he was like, oh, I want to hear you sing. Ooh, what are you thinking about? Oh, thank you so much for, like, this and that. And then I'm busy for the entirety of the rest of the November this month, even though there are still, like, 4 weeks left. And I'm like, oh, okay. Definitely had a girlfriend. Nothing's alleged. It is...
I mean, from experience...
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. So he probably just wanted to have, like, a little fling, you know, with an exotic Americano such
White
as
girl.
myself.
A jar of mayonnaise.
Hakujin. I am Sarah Lee bread, excuse me. I'm a prime, pristine, saltine cracker, actually.
Well salted.
Oh, the salt is...
They didn't even go like this. They went like that.
They took a Tonka dump truck just on that saltine cracker.
Exactly.
So that's pretty much everything. Kakeru's a freaking player.
Hong Kong clown.
Clown you know, I'd rather go on a date with Jar Jar Binks. At least he's, like, funny.
Jar Jar would keep us entertained.
Yeah.
Jar Jar knows what's good.
He does. Yeah.
So basically, moral of the story, if he isn't Jar Jar Binks...
If his name doesn't start with a J, Jesus, Jar Jar, Jimin, Jungkook. Was there another one?
I feel like there was.
Anyway.
Any whoosies. I don't remember who the other person was.
If his name doesn't start with J,
send him away. If he's not Jar Jar Binks, put him in the garbage disposal in your sink. Flick the switch on and go, wow.
Yeah.
That, I didn't know I could make that kind of noise.
Yeah, Kakeru's probably not watching this video, and even if he was, he won't understand because he doesn't speak English. He knows a few words here and there. But, I mean, he's living his life, I'm living mine. He shouldn't have done that, but, like, yeah.
It made for a good story.
It did, yeah.
And that's what matters.
That is definitely all that matters.
Do it for the YouTube clout.
Exactly. And here's a little message for Kakeru if you're watching. Hee hee hoo hoo hey hey. You went full ignorant that day.
Yep. But thanks for making a good story so that we can get hecka views on YouTube.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that this will maybe go viral. I always have like a sixth sense to know what videos will go viral. Like, I was like, my Valentine's Day video is definitely gonna go viral, so I'm gonna do everything it takes to like make sure it's monetized. Cause, like, I need money.
Money.
But speaking of money, kind of, I am officially now a Yes Style influencer.
Yeah.
With my own code, Heisei Japan, all caps. You will get 10% off your first order, and then 2% off all future orders. And yesstyle.com is a like Asian fashion website.
Yeah.
Everyone is always commenting how they like my clothes. Thank you very much. I've only ordered a few things off of Yes Style so far, but everything like that I do wear is like Yes Style style.
Yeah.
But I will definitely be ordering more stuff since it's like my birthday too. I asked my siblings. I gave them like my wish list and I was like, just pick anything you want, send it to me, you know. But yeah. Now I'm going to plug that code at the end of every single one of my videos.
Yeah, exactly.
So go get some cute clothes. They have boys' clothes too and like kids' clothes. So like,
yeah, and they have household products.
yeah,
or...
skincare, makeup.
Yeah.
Like shoot, like everything.
Yeah.
It's great.
So,
all right.
there you have it.
That's all, folks.
Thank you so much for watching, and if Alaria is still watching, I'm glad that you found me entertaining. Big McThankies from McSpankies to you.
Yeah. So, bye-bye. And ending stream
Oh wow,
now.
love your hair, it's so long.
Who are you talking to?
Long hair gang!
I'm just like you.
I'm just like you.
You're just like me.
You're just like me. It's something anyone can see.
On that note, bye-bye.
Bye.